which was the other one that I tried to run, and then the second I ran it, it just skipped. Angel Devoid, I think's got promise, and I think I'll work out what the first couple of steps are so that we can play it on a Discovery. This looks like crap, which means it's going to be amazing. Interlace City. Welcome to the Santa Fe Mysteries. Under the Elk Moon, I think? Oh, wait! Someone's been shot! Oh, the Elk Moon murder. I thought it was under the Elk Moon, but you never know.
Anna Elk Moon's been murdered, and it's all over the news. Get down to headquarters pronto.
I know, someone been murdered? I never would have guessed.
Anna Elk Moon, one of the Southwest's most celebrated potters, are gathering here outside of her home in Santa Vera to pay their respects. Widely acknowledged as the foremost practitioner of the popular Santa
Man, I
Vera
wish this
pottery
game wasn't
style,
interlaced.
Elk Moon was found dead early this morning in her studio.
Oh,
by
her
husband,
name was
Jack
Elk Moon.
Gordon, a professor at the university. Police are releasing few details, but it is believed the subject suffered fatal gunshot wounds. No suspects have been identified as of yet. This is Teresa Chavez for KITT, Channel 6 News.
I gotta get out of here before the police tell me to go away. Day 1. Ooh, okay. We got 8 hours and 0 minutes. What we got on our PDA? Help. Case files. No subjects, no... Oh, alibi. Oh my god. Does this run on the same system as Blue Heat? That would be really weird, wouldn't it? Also, how's that sound effect for everyone? They done killed somebody. Time costs. Oh my god, it is kind of like Blue Heat. Shit. Interviews, 15 minutes each. There's no cost to replay them, so don't keep asking them the same question. Oh, look, Mongoose. That's a tavern name. Arrest computer. Cool beans. Alright, let's just head on into the police headquarters then.
Heading back to headquarters, over.
Wow.
That D-52.
Okay. Let's talk to this woman.
I thought you'd never get here.
Oh, hey.
Come on in.
You look familiar.
One thing's for sure.
You
Anna
are a
Elk
killer.
Moon had some friends in pretty high places.
Okay.
I've already heard from the governor's office, the honchos in the legislature, and the regional director of the FBI.
Uh-huh.
Everybody wants answers. I told them I got my best people working on the case.
And that's you.
Don't make a liar out of me, huh? Now, there's not a lot I can tell you here. The victim was found in her studio by her husband at approximately 5 a.m.
Nice.
Bullet in her brain.
Mm-hmm.
And they both went to the public hearing on the casino project last night. And when they got home, she went straight to her studio to work. Detective Nice Guy, come on in.
Wait, what?
I'm just filling your partner in here. Anyway,
This
it
dude's
looks
name's
like none of
Nice
her
Guy?
pots are missing. That and a bunch of cash. At least $2,000, according to Gordon. He says his wife.
Well, Gordon
hated
is a
banks.
wise man.
She always carried a wad with her.
Oh.
Now, let's get this straight. I'm giving you overall authority for this case.
Okay.
But since the victim is a Native American living off tribal lands, we've got to tread lightly here. So I'd like Nice Guy to do most of the talking. Comprende?
I got no voice. Sure.
Right.
Gotcha.
I'm also assigning a Sergeant Rebecca Orlando to do the legwork, checking alibis for you.
Okay.
Nice Guy, tell him about that new gadget we
God
got.
damn it, why'd you have to call him Nice Guy?
Personal digital what?
PDA, Chief. Personal Digital Assistant.
I'm
These
not
will
an
keep us
idiot.
in touch with headquarters day or night. The lab can beep us for test results, or if the chief needs to talk to us.
All right. We got a murder case to solve here. Now just push the help
It
button
is,
there if you can't
but-
figure this thing out.
The
Now
detective being
remember,
called Nice Guy is a bit
half the
weird.
state breathing down my neck.
I mean, I was watching a I was watching a movie that the main character's name was Buzzy Baloo, so what am I gonna say?
I can only guarantee you people 5 days to crack this.
5 days?
Muscle in. So, use your time wisely. You don't follow the right leads, your 5 days will get eaten up with chit-chat and blind alleys.
Well, sounds fun to
I
me.
don't want you people hanging out with those nutcases at the Mongoose Tavern.
Oh.
Everybody down there thinks they're Sam Spade. Don't be standing around here.
It's
Come
ironic
on,
he's an
let's get
asshole, though.
going.
He might be. Look, just because he's a native Indian doesn't mean he's not an asshole. That's spending a whole hour? Let's go see Jack Gordon.
D52, we're on our way to Jack Gordon's, over.
10-4.
Dr. Jack Gordon's next door, or the Elk Moon? Oh, we still got the body here. Wow, we can do close-ups. Info? Okay, take a photograph. No. Yes, take a forensic report of her torso. Oh, okay, yeah. Forensic report. Processing. You know, I think these are relevant. Take a photograph. Oh, hello, what we got here? Cigarette. Someone was smoking at the time of death. Broken glass. Don't know what was in it. For restoration and cleaning of Santa Vera pots. Ooh, Astrid Ames. What we got here? That's a journal. Nice. Forensic report. See if someone tried to kill someone. Can I look at her butt? Nope, just her torso. I just thought there might be some interesting things. Oh, hello. Got to photograph everything at the scene of crime. At the scene of crime. Okay. Cool. Alright, let us head back outside and go see Jack Gordon. Gordon, thank you. Home.
If we could begin with your name and occupation, relationship to the victim.
Jack Gordon. I teach anthropology at the University of New Mexico.
Okay. And?
And Elk Moon's my wife.
Oh. I'm sorry, mate. Can you describe what happened last night?
Can you describe the events of last night?
You know, most likely she was murdered by you.
Of course.
It often is
Ann
the
and I went to
spouse.
the casino hearing at 7:30.
But, you know, statistically you're more likely to be murdered by someone you know.
Anna's taken a fair amount of heat for moving off the Pueblo and marrying a white man.
Yeah.
A lot of folks thought her
She just
opposition to
couldn't
the
marry
casino
a
was
nice
actually
guy.
backfiring, that any Indian who's had the success she's had doing her own type of non-traditional art had no right to beat the preservationist drum. I mean, she's accused of hypocrisy and much worse. I thought she was asking for it. But nothing scared Hannah. She wasn't afraid to speak her mind, and last night was certainly no different.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she got a good reception till after it broke up.
What happened after the meeting?
She had a run-in with Roy.
Can I look at her
Roy
butt?
Altman
Yeah,
was
yeah.
husband,
Can I
if
look at
I'm
her
not
butt?
mistaken, her murderer.
What did he do exactly?
What did he
In the
do?
parking lot.
What didn't he do?
Snuck up out of the darkness, started ranting. Said Anna had hidden assets during the settlement hearing. He'd been trying to reopen the decree ever since the divorce. I just hustled Anna into the car and we drove off. Now, by my age, I've learned better than getting a pissing match with a skunk.
Oh.
What makes you think Roy killed her?
Roy was a wife beater.
Oh.
He put Anna in the hospital once that I know of.
Oh, shit.
Broke her right arm. Andy was desperate. Roy never could let go. And for the
Hello,
most part,
okay.
I ignored it. I think that made him even crazier.
Yes, he was crazy.
He might actually stop drinking. For Anna's sake.
Now I'm at the bottom of the bottle.
Now what's the use?
Well, you know, you can get back off the wagon again afterwards. Just, you know, I can understand someone, you know, losing the love of their life, deciding that they'd booze it up a little bit, and then a couple of days' time be like, yeah, it's been enough. Is there anyone else? Yeah, all right. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be doing a huge amount of streaming tonight. Just kind of testing some things because we had so many problems with it this morning. But
Is there anyone else you think might shed some light on all of this?
That had been working
this
with
guy's
a
name
casino
is
group,
Detective Nice Guy, by the way.
I forget the name. It was run by this young guy named Paul Bellen.
Mm-hmm.
They've been spending a lot of time together the last few weeks. You could ask him.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's it called? I've had to do a 2 PC setup, but yeah, it seems to be going right.
And McCourse.
Detective Nice Guy.
Who's
No.
McCourse?
Nice Guy.
Of course, this guy that I used for the guard.
NICEGUY.
Finding snorting coke on the job and fired him. Well, he harassed
Nice
us
guy.
for a while. Kept calling all hours of the night, claiming we owed him money. This was 4 months back.
Did Anna smoke?
Did Anna smoke?
That is relevant.
Neither one of us did.
No, so there was this cigar in her, I'm going to go back into a studio and
Condolences, Mr. Gordon. We'll be in touch.
make sure that there's in comments. Oh, no, you're right. It is Night Sky. I thought it was Nice Guy, and I was like, really?
That guy really knows how to booze it up.
Wow.
Looks like he likes his Scotch whiskey.
Well,
What do you think, partner? Think he did it?
well, for one thing, he is the husband. Motive, none at the moment. Status, I wouldn't say he is.
Detective Rebecca Orlando here. Reporting
Hello.
for duty. Hey, detectives. Forensics will be closing off the crime scene in 7 hours, so you better get over there pronto. Only
Pronto.
5 days to solve the mystery. Good luck.
Good
And
luck.
twice in Santa Fe.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go back in here and make sure that there's a forensics on this because neither of them smoked. Anyway, we won't play this much longer. I figure we'll do basically see that and see him, and then they mentioned there was there's Roy Elk Moon. There's some other people. Tom McCourse. We gotta speak to Tom McCourse. Where was the drinking a mongoose? Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Tom McCourse.
D52, we're on
'Cause
our
we
way to
have
see
to
Tom
with that name.
McCourse. Over.
With a name like that, and then we'll go to the mongoose. Hello, sir. Detective Night Sky, and me, Detective Nice
We need to talk to you
Guy.
about Anna Elk Moon.
Yeah?
We want to talk to you about your
Right now.
name.
I ain't seen her since she fired me. Gotta be 4 months ago.
You didn't visit her?
Then you didn't visit her in her studio late on the night of her death?
No, I didn't even know she bought the big one.
What?
Where'd
She
you been?
did?
Under a rock?
Yeah.
I could have said that.
You had a run-in with Anna Elk Moon that got you fired, is that right?
She said I was doing drugs. That's a big lie. She don't pay me enough. to
Sorry,
buy
it's
drugs.
the way that he just said. That's a big lie.
So maybe you wanted to get back at her.
I'm just a horse.
If you're saying I killed her.
I'm the
that's
son of a
bunch BS.
horse.
She ain't worth the trouble. Got better things than to worry about that woman.
Woo. You carry a gun, McCourse?
You carry a gun, Mr. McCourse?
Had a run-in with the law a few years back. They took away all my guns. Don't need them anyways.
Good.
I'm not such a good shot. I do take out a coyote now and then.
You do now, but you don't. You go answer your phone, son.
Look, I gotta go.
It's your daddy, and your daddy's a
We can do it
horse.
Some other time.
What do you reckon, Detective Night Sky?
Oh, he did it. Problem is, he wouldn't know if he shot someone or if they shot him.
Ooh, babe. Technically employee, but I'm gonna technically ex-employee. Giddy up. Revenge would be motive, if anything, but I don't think he did it. let's just go to the No, we're gonna go to the mongoose. Or should we go? Let's go speak to the ex-husband, and then we'll go to the mongoose.
We're proceeding to Roy Elk Moon's residence, over.
Okay, D-52, copy.
Hello?
Mr. Moon, we'd like to ask
Oh,
you a few
boy.
questions. Can we get your name for the record?
I smoke.
Boy, Elk Moon.
And your relation to the deceased?
What? Who's
Slow
dead?
on the uptake, ain't you?
Indulge me.
I'm Anna's ex-husband. Last year's model.
Oh, that was
Got
recent.
herself a new set of wheels.
He's a white
Of
man.
course, they don't make them like they used to. If she'd lived, she'd have figured that out.
I mean, I gotta say, mate, considering I can't see your hair and the shape of your face, I would say you're kind of white.
You've got a record of spousal abuse. Anna had to be hospitalized.
You just look really
on one
tanned.
occasion.
Oh, I suppose it's dark hair, but the shape of his face.
If you're a lucky, nice guy, you get one shot at a good woman in this life.
Maybe that's why it's interlaced.
I'm blind. I've made a lot of mistakes. That's for damn sure.
His
But I never
accent's wrong
stopped
as well.
loving Anna, which is more than I can say for that bottom feeder she's married to now.
What's your beef?
What's your beef with Jack Gordon?
I mean, Mr. Instant Red Man, he's the one that turned Anna against me. One day she does a guest lecture thing in one of his classes. Next thing I know, she's seeing him more than she's seeing me. It was obvious what was going on.
Well, when's the last time you saw her?
When did you last see Anna?
Why do I get the feeling you already know the answer to that?
I'd like to hear it from you.
Like, his face looks like Bruce
After
Willis's.
the casino meeting, we talked.
Talked or argued?
We were doing fine until that scum took a swing at me. Yanked Anna away and forced her into the
Oh,
car.
nice
I
extension.
understand you kicked the car as they pulled out.
That was a message for the white man behind the wheel, not Anna.
And maybe you followed them home to finish delivering your message.
That's a load. I came right straight back here. Ask the neighbors. If you want my opinion, Jack was mad enough to kill.
Oh,
Fact is, Anna was about to settle with me, and that pissed him off big time. You ever thought of the possibility that maybe the great white professor murdered his Indian wife?
look,
And
I
then hid
mean,
the pots to make it
you
look
are
like a burglary?
statistically, again, most likely to be killed by someone you know.
How'd you know there were pots missing?
Yeah, mate, that's actually...
I'm a freaking genius.
I'm a frickin' genius! What do you reckon, detective?
Honorary SOB. Guy beats his wife, she dumps him, and wham. He lets her have it big time. He's looking pretty guilty to me.
Whoa. Ex-husband. Ex-husband's ex-wife. Or husband's ex-wife. Oh, and lover is also a category. Jealousy, I guess. I'm gonna make you a suspect, Roy. You look very bruised. Oh, we got a phone call on our ring-a-ding.
There's an important lead from Carrie March. The chief requests that you proceed to her residence immediately.
Who? But I wanted to go to the... Oh, here we go. Forensics.
Here are the results on the bullet wound. Powder burns and traces of yellow suede were found at the entry site and along the wound track. My guess is that someone was using standard suede gardening gloves to muffle the sound.
Gardening
The
gloves.
size of the bullet we can tell was fired from a .357 or .38 caliber revolver at point-blank range. We checked with county records and found Karen Gordon's name on a list of revolvers registered in the area.
Karen Gordon. Link to file. Do we have Carrie March? That's right, because apparently Carrie March has a
D-52 proceeding
I
to
wanted
carry
to
March
go to the
residence.
Mongoose.
Over.
4052.
But unlike Morpheus, it's actually leading me along to shit.
Officers. Oh, I'm so glad you responded to my call. I have some information I think you'll find of interest.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Mrs. March. But let's begin the interview officially. Your name and occupation?
Carrie March. I'm...
You have gardening
Widowed.
gloves. You're widowed and you have gardening gloves. Where were you between blah, 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 blah?
And what is it you think might help our investigation?
Well, I shot her.
Well, you see, everyone knows that Anna left Roy Elk Moon to marry Jack Gordon. That's yesterday's papers. But what isn't so well known is that Jack left his wife, too.
Ooh.
Karen Gordon. And Karen had been a friend of Anna's. That's
Oh,
how
and
she
she's a
met
Karen.
Jack. Karen was furious.
Uh-huh.
Furious enough to seek revenge?
And drunk?
Well, that's something I'd rather not speculate about. Although I must say, Karen's indignation rang a little hollow. I mean,
This is some
she
weird
was having an
interlacing.
affair
It's
of
like
her own with Ed Snyder.
The man behind the casino.
one line, a thin line,
Karen
another
and Jack had
line,
always been
one
something
thick
of a
line.
bad couple. I mean, Karen's so outgoing and Jack is, well,
Yeah,
so
sorry, Kia.
bookish. Frankly, if I were Jack, I would have left Karen ages ago because of the chain smoking alone.
Oh,
There's
she's
those
a smoker as
horrible
well.
clove cigarettes.
Ugh.
Detestable things, aren't they?
You were saying about Anna?
Anyway, you were saying about Anna?
Well, I wonder if her real interest wasn't in that young anti-casino activist, Paul Bellen, I believe.
Is
Paul
there anything
Belland?
else?
Well, Anna was giving Sonny Two Feathers fits, but then she wasn't the only one taking a stand against the casino.
Okay. Sonny's work. I don't care. Enjoy.
If you think of anything else, please don't hesitate.
Oh, I have more
give
to
us a
say.
call.
No, not interested. Thanks. Oh, she's gonna keep drinking.
Bet she'd love to come in for a lineup, just for the thrill of it. Probably ask for the handcuffs, too.
I guess she's a friend? Oh, I only have 15 minutes left. To the Mongoose. I just want to
D-52 to
just
the
want to see what
Mongoose
we're missing.
Tavern, over.
I see there's a new
104052.
highlight over there. Who's that judgmental voice? Oh, that's Detective
I
Night
don't know
Sky.
if you've had the pleasure of meeting the best of Santa Fe's armchair detectives.
Have not.
Left to right, Carla Vedanta.
Okay.
Pollster psychic, resident expert on Naga hide and extrasensory perception.
Oh, Jesus.
Graham Haggerty, cowboy poet. If it happens
Cowboy
in Santa
poet!
Fe, Graham knows about it. Charlotte Mabry makes her living as an expert witness in forensics. And last but not least, Cliff Lodgepole, man about Santa Fe.
Graham, Carla, Charlotte, or Clifford. I will need to speak to the... How does the tabletop look so 90s? That's true. That's very true. All right, Graham. Give me your poetry.
You know what they said about Anna, don't you?
No.
Nobody tougher. Told her it couldn't be done, just got her all fired up. She saw trouble coming, she stood right up to it. I'd want to talk to Ed Snyder if I was you, detective. He's the linchpin in this whole casino deal.
Mm-hmm.
Snyder and Sonny Two Feathers, Joe Detta's nephew, cooked this casino scheme up.
Can
They
we have
both
another
stand
take
to
of that?
lose
'Cause
big,
you said...
although now I understand they've got their own battle going. Sonny doesn't like how the way Ed views the Indian ways. By the way, the Bristlecone Bar is only 20 minutes from Two Feathers' house on the Pueblo, and Anna Elk Moon's is on the way. He had time to commit the crime, ditch the evidence, and still be home by 1.
Cool. Day 2. Yeah, I hope he wrangles cattle better than that, because that was shit. Okay, is this Sonny Two Feathers? Ed Snyder. I would like to meet... Oh, Karen Gordon. Let's go meet Karen
On
Gordon.
our way to see
and that's
Karen
where we'll
Gordon.
finish it.
Over.
1040-52.
Because I have to know what the Karen looks like in this game.
Your name, please,
Wow.
and your occupation.
Not what I was thinking.
My name is Karen Gordon. I'm Jack Gordon's ex-wife. And if I'd had any sense, I'd have ditched the name when he ditched me.
Karen Gordon's a
Well,
fine name.
I sell real estate.
Cool.
Mind if I smoke?
No.
Do you still love him?
Do you still love Jack Gordon?
Oh, please, Mr. Night Sky, I do have my character flaws, but masochist doesn't happen to be one of them. Besides, there is another man in my life now, okay?
Ooh.
Can you please account for your whereabouts between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. the night of the murder?
10 p.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, I was at home till about 10:40. And then I left to meet Ed Snyder and the gang at the Ocotillo.
Yeah, I might do a
We had
non-commentary
lunch
version of
together
this. It's
around
just
midnight.
kind of talking over it a bit too much, aren't I? Oh, you're dating Ed Snyder.
Ed Snyder's the new man in your life.
We haven't seen each other for a while. Is that a crime?
Tell me more about your friendship.
You were a former friend of the victim?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Until she decided that friendship meant stealing my husband.
Zootolors and
You see,
cheese.
Jack was looking for an Indian artist to talk to some of his students, and I suggested Anna. I guess I only have myself to blame, right?
Okay. Yes. Bye. Detectives?
The ex. She did it. Call it my masculine intuition. The
No.
professor dumps her for
Not a
Anna.
thing.
She's plotting
Not a
revenge
thing.
ever since.
Not a thing. Lover. Alright, let's do the proper thing. Mongoose is available.
D52 to the Mongoose Tavern. Over.
I told you not to keep going back there. I need to see what this woman has to say.
Personally, I suggest you take a hard look at the Indian market.
What?
Anna took a stand on the board a few years ago, opposed expanding the market, and won. Got a lot of people up in arms. Didn't some Indian artist commit suicide over it? Wolfwalker, I think her name was.
Wolfwalker.
Married to Raymond Wolfwalker.
Wow.
Weavers, I think.
That's a mouthful. I'm not listening to my PDA. I just want to hear these wise people. What? No! Clifford, no! He just winked at me. It took 15 minutes of my life.
I don't know whether you've heard, but the pot Anna Elk Moon was cleaning is supposed to be cursed. And the fact that it was taken from Kiva.
No.
Wait a minute. I'm getting a vision.
No.
I'm seeing Anna involved with a young man who is jealous.
I think you might have seen them through a window.
Fresh from her triumphant tour of the spirit world.
Very jealous. It's not her husband.
Okay.
His name starts with P. That's all I'm getting right now. I think he has important information.
Mm-hmm. He peed. Very. Clifford, anything else? Clifford? Yes, okay. Any of these people... Oh, hello. I saw a P. Okay, let's check out
D52, we're on
Paul
our way
Bellen.
to Paul Balin's office. Over.
Oh, yes, Paul
Okay,
Bellen.
52 copy.
I know we keep saying that I'm going to stop, but I'm just going to see if Paul Bellen...
See, I was hoping you'd come. This is about Anna, right?
I fucked her.
Yes, Mr. Balin, it is.
Did you find the dirtbag who did this?
Well, we're still in the information gathering mode.
You know Ed Snyder and Sonny Two Feathers? They'd steamroll their own grandmothers.
Uh-huh.
If they thought this casino plan could get passed.
Mm-hmm. What exactly was your connection to Anna Elk Moon?
Mr. Bellen, exactly what was your connection
Yeah, I
to
fucked her.
Elk Moon?
Well, we shared a common goal. She
Being
didn't
in
wanna see
bed
her
together.
people's culture trashed, and I didn't want to see a pristine corner of New Mexico ruined forever. There's no water. There's no infrastructure.
So she has something
It's a
for the white
recipe
man.
for environmental disaster.
So that's it? You were political bedfellows?
I guess you could say that.
And then we were...
I assume you were also at the public hearing?
Yeah. I mean, it was the 90s as well, though. So it was kind of like give and take, I guess?
We'd arranged to go over some strategy for the upcoming vote.
Like, I have to say, I still think
agreed
that,
that,
her
we'd come over to the
ex-husband
studio late.
is just a guy in some really bad fake tan that they're just like, well, it's interlaced, no one's
When I
gonna know.
arrived, I realized that there was someone else there.
Okay, someone visited her after the meeting.
So someone visited her after the meeting?
Yeah. There was a green Econoline van parked outside.
Cool.
So, I realized that our meeting could wait for a better time.
What time was that?
12:10, 12:15, sometime around then.
You have some very clear skin, my boy.
Do you remember any numbers or letters on the license plate?
No.
No.
It's just in-state plates, that's all.
And after you drove away?
And after you drove away?
I went home. I have a roommate. She saw me come in.
That's true.
Are you
I mean,
accusing
everyone's
either
a bit
one of them
different.
of her murder?
It's kind of like what they've
Well, I have no
known,
proof, but I believe
what
they were
they
tied
feel
up in it,
comfortable
yes.
with. I mean, I think it's the same thing with the term. I don't want to offend anyone, but the same thing with the the term queer. Some people find it highly offensive, and some people don't. Some people think it's actually a great thing to call themselves, in terms of being upon the spectrum of things, and then other people go, well, that's not slander. What's the word I'm looking for? That because people have used it in a malicious way, that it must be a bad term, and they don't want to be associated with it anymore.
Okay.
Different strokes for
Thanks
different
for your
folks,
help.
though.
We'll be in touch.
Yes, slur, that's the word I was after. Thank you, Elkia. Ooh, order a van trace.
Dispatch, Detective 52 Night Sky here. Can you run a 2829 registration check on all in-state green Econoline vans in the Santa Fe area? Copy?
No.
Okay, D52, copy.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Lava. Oh, I got mail.
I just got another call from the governor's office. He says his constituents are bombarding him. Now, I told
Look,
him
Chief
you
White
two
Guy.
are getting very close.
It's only day 2.
You sure as hell better be.
You taking up my sweet time. My God, you took up a whole hour. Ooh, the forensics on the phone's back.
The phone was wiped clean of prints, which seems highly unusual.
It does
The
indeed.
intruder must have made a call and then wiped it down.
Well, why don't you...
I would definitely order a phone trace to check all the calls that were made from the studio on the day of the murder.
Well, why didn't you do that? Oh, got the cigarette as well.
The cigarette butt's from a clove cigarette. There are sebaceous residues, but they're too corrupted for us to get a clean print. Sorry about that.
Okay. You could have DNA tested it in terms of, like, worked out if it was a male or female. That's how DNA works, right? Anything else? Alright. I think we will end it there. How do I get to this? Where's the menu? There we go. Oh, look at that. I mean, it is, isn't it? Okay, escape. Liquidla game. Yes. We've already saved. So it's DOS game. It's a DOS game, and yet it had a Windows 3.1 saving scheme. Like, what? Like so much what? Anyway, we're going to end here. I'm going to try and get some other things done before I go to bed. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I just kind of wanted to, make sure that this all worked, which seems to have gone off with without a hitch. I was about to say with a lovely hitch. But I mean, it worked really well. And so I think I'm very confident that things are going to go well for when we play Little Hope this weekend. That we won't have any more flickering or juddering or anything. So, yeah. It just kind of felt like it was a good thing to do. Considering that this morning was filled with so much, well, I guess we can't do this. Well, I guess we can't do this. Well, I guess we can't do this either. But yeah. Many yawns. All right. See you guys later. Have a good day. Actually, wait. First, we can pass on our love. Let me see who is actually on. I think Dee Dee mentioned that Gav is having a I was about to say a nightmare.
It has been too long.
And
I'm
free. I have to say I have to log into Twitch again after all that recent unpleasantness. And I'm hearing myself. Say I have to. Cool beans. Again. A Voozle streaming. Let's pass everyone on to Vooz. So raid. Voozle. Done. Yeah, I figured. But yeah, we'll see you guys the next time. Bye.